Hello everyone, welcome to JCL T20, second game of the day. It's Tokyo Falcons versus Tokyo Wombats. Tokyo Falcons have won the toss and elected to bat first. Hello and welcome everyone to the second game of the day in the Japan Cricket League T20. So this is a Group A game, Tokyo Wombats against Tokyo Falcons. Falcons have won the toss and elected to bat first. Looking at the lineup, I think Tokyo Falcons seems to have a pretty strong batting lineup. It goes deep until, yep, I think they've got good strong nine batsmen. Uh, Wombats, on the other hand, will be missing Alex Patmore today. Mohammad Ali taking his place as the captain for the team, wicket-keeping all-rounder Mohammad Ali, uh, and the off-spinner as well. It'll be a good game of cricket. Uh, Falcons would surely want to put a really huge total in this match. They would want to uh, really win this match and get on top of the table. They are at number two right now, right below Kawasaki Knight Riders. But they would want to win this match and get back on top of the table. They are one of the strongest contenders for the JCL T20 tournament, and they would want to stay right on top. While Wombats is trying to source their first win in the tournament, they would want to come back stronger after their defeat a couple of weeks back. Hello and welcome to everyone joining in from different parts of the world, and also to people joining on fan code from the Indian subcontinent. Batsmen have taken guard and we are ready for the first ball of the inning. So it's Siddharth and Abhishek Anand have come into bat. I think they're just cleaning up the bowling landing patch there. Might have gotten a bit dusty with the soil being put on the run up area. So just to avoid any kind of injuries, better safe than sorry. Um, so it's Robbie coming in to bowl the first over. It's Siddharth on strike, ready to face the first ball. Here comes Robbie McKenna with the first ball of the inning. He comes straight onto the stumps, driven towards the point region. That would be a couple of runs. Good start for Falcons and Siddharth. Falcons would really look to make the most of the power play. They've got some really powerful hitting batsmen and a deep batting lineup. That's a wide, a little bit too offside, outside the offside. That's a better line. That swung back in. It was too full and driven well, driven for 4 runs by Siddharth. That's a wonderful boundary. He waited for it, let the ball swing. He was watching the ball well, got into a good position, and drove it really close to his body. It was the point region for 4 runs. That's well played. Robbie Shaw, he's getting some swing there. The ball is moving in. That swung back in again. This time onto the pads, I believe. That would be a dot ball. Robbie's got a good release position, allowing him to swing the ball well. He just needs to pitch those balls in the right areas. He's going too full, I believe, in the first 3 balls. Would want to correct that in the balls to come. Well, that's a good length. Very well complementing the movement of the ball. If you pitch those moving balls in the right areas, the new ball is surely gonna help you. That was well bowled by Robbie. That swung back in. This was full again, but Siddharth just drove it straight to the fielder. They get a single. Abhishek Anand on strike now. He's recently been added to the Japan national men's squad, and he's been proving his prowess in all formats of the game. It would be great to watch how he goes about here today. That was too wide by Robbie, uh, called wide by the umpires. Back to Abhishek. He's been playing really well in the Japan circuit. There comes the last ball by Robbie. Full again. Swung back in. Dot ball. Good end to the over. And our first over for Falcons. 9 for no loss. Good start for the Falcons. That's been driven for a single by Siddharth. The first ball was a wide. Sorry for the technical error there. We lost the feed for a while. We're back again. Okay, we did not miss any action there. That's a new bowler. I think it's Kavin Jinasena. We'll have to check with the once the scores are up. Scorers update that. That's full, driven towards the long off region for a single. These two love to keep on rotating strike, go at a steady run rate, and punish the bad balls. A very sensible display of play they put up. Just taps that. So Abhishek Anand, he starts the inning in a very steady manner and he can burst off at any point of time and go about hitting any bowler. That's Fuller, and you wouldn't want to bowl that to Abhishek Anand. He can hit those quite easily. He keeps waiting for those. Too much of flight and too full. Driven quite easily by Abhishek Anand. Siddharth goes to swing that one and he's been bowled. Bowled first ball by Robbie in his second over and he's been bowled. He's uprooted the off stump, I believe. That's the first blow to the Falcons. Wanted to go for a lofted one. There was a bit of a movement for the ball and I think he clearly missed that. And bang, the ball goes on the stumps. Siddharth there tried a fancy stroke through his wicket. And in comes Sarfaraz Petkar, known for his batting frenzy. The last T20 game that JCL T20 game that Falcons played against Max, where Falcons scored a humongous 212. Safra scored 89 of 43. and he starts where he left off. He starts with a boundary towards the point region, cover point region, and that's been struck well. He was not out in that innings, and clearly he has started where he had left off in the last T20 JCL T20 match. That's a good shot, powerful stroke. Give a little bit of room to Safraz, and he makes the most of it. Well, he can drive the bowler clueless once he gets into that zone. Let's see what Robbie has got in for him. That's Fuller again, driven again into the gap for 4 runs. That's placed well in the vacant region there. One deep in the square leg. Deep mid wicket running towards the ball, but it was quite far for him. So you would want to be astray from those fuller deliveries when you're bowling to Surfaras. Good batting there. First 2 balls for 2 boundaries. That's a better length. He pulled the length towards him a little bit. And a dot ball. Robbie started off with a wicket, followed by a couple of boundaries and then a dot ball. He would want to finish the over well. Down the leg, and a single for Sarfaraz. Five deliveries gone. Last ball for Robbie McKenna now. He would want to finish that over well, the way he had started. Abhishek Anand facing this ball. Last ball of the over and full again, but it was in a good line. Abhishek Anand respects that and just stabs it for a single. End of the over. Falcons 27 for 1 at the end of 3 overs. It's quite hot here in Sano. Of course, you could see a lot of greenery might soothe the eye, but the temperature there is quite high. And the game being played on the adjacent ground, a 40-over game reduced to 35 overs. Tells a lot about the temperature and the playing conditions. Meanwhile, Kavin Jinasena back into the attack. Was the first ball driven towards the long off region for a single. Well, he's a tall man, Kavin. He can have a good control on the flight while he's releasing those. Just gives the bowler a tad bit of an advantage. Would be a good face-off here. Spinner bowling to Sarfaraz Petkar. Kavin would really want to get this wicket and get his team rolling. Sarfaraz goes for it, as expected. Hits it straight for 4 runs. That's a good shot. You bowl full, and Sarfaraz is not going to spare you. So that ball did go quite fast after he hit the ball bat. So I think the best tactic against Sarfaraz would be to pitch it at a place where you could make him play late, because if he gets a good side of the ball, he's going to go against it. This time he tries to drive it fetch it from the offside, uh, pushes it towards the mid-on region for a single. Abhishek Anand back on strike. Full again, and Abhishek Anand hits it hard. Oh, is that okay? The screen blurred for a moment. That's a boundary. The umpire confirming, and that's a boundary six. Good shot there by Abhishek Anand. He saw the ball full, went with the full face of the bat, hitting towards the shorter boundary of the SICG ground. And he knew he was quite confident that he could clear the shorter one. Ball is in the air and taken. Abhishek Anand, the danger man, is gone. Good work there by Kavin Jinasena. He's got one of the top run makers for the Falcons. And that would be respite for the Tokyo Wombats. That's well bowled. Abhishek Anand clear looking to go big again after the six on the previous ball. And he loses his wicket, and so does Falcons. It seemed like the ball drifted a bit away from the batsman there. He wanted to go for a lofted one, got the outside edge, and was taken quite comfortably by Mohammad Ali behind the stumps. New batsman Kuldeep Bisht. Well, Falcons do not have a dearth of batsmen, but at the same time, losing wickets frequently might not help them get a great score, something that they would have started off with. Good end to the over by Kavin Jinasena. Gets one of the precious wickets of Abhishek Anand for his team. End of 4 overs. Falcons are 39 for 2. New bowler coming in from the school end. That's Joe Lewis. He does use the swing a bit. The ball moves away from the batsman. Let's see what he has in store on the very first ball. Well, it did move away, and that's taken. Sarfaraz Petkar trying to go big, and he has hit that straight to the fielder, and he is gone. So Joe Lewis strikes on the very first ball. That's a really precious wicket, and really precious was it for Falcons. 'Falcons' 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 'Falcons Great bowling there by Joe Lewis. He stuck to his line. A good line on the very first ball, good length. Was a little bit fuller, but it was a great ball. He just fished the batsman in. Lewis does not give a lot of pace, something that Sarfaraz would like. And when the bowler does not have a lot of pace, you as batsmen have to also use a bit of power while hitting those balls. And when you're hitting power, there are high chances that you might lose shape. So I think Lewis making the best use of his bowling style, of his bowling prowess. His bowl that in the right area. New batsman coming in. Vinod Kumar. Vinod Kumar would want to play long. His batting style usually is he would take the game further and then start hitting once the game has gone deeper. So I think these guys, Kuldeep Bisht and Vinod, would want to build the innings for some time now before going into a frenzy. They know that they have deep batting, but when you lose a lot of wickets, a deep batting might fall off too. So they would want to build an inning from now onwards. Joe Lewis, on the other hand, has started really well, getting Sarfaraz Petkar on the very first delivery of his spell. That was short. Oh, that was a full toss and has been called a no ball by the arms. That would be a free hit. So Kuldeep Best might want to free his arms with that free hit. That's full toss again. And it's been hit towards the long on region for a single. Well, not much damage done. Is- That's off the pads. Oh, he's missed it completely. That's one base. He was going well in this over. He's got a wicket. After that, nobody did well to do some damage control on the free hit ball. That's bowled well. And that's slight misfield. Would give an extra run or two to the Falcons. Two more deliveries to go for Joe Lewis. That's too wide. And umpire's calling it rightly so. Julius would want to finish that well the way he started. Struck straight for a single. That's that was too full. I believe that was a full toss. It was struck straight. Last ball to go for Joe Lewis. That's a good one. Slightly outside the off stump. Good length, and he finishes off well. So Falcons are 48 for 3, end of 5 overs. They've got 3 precious wickets of Siddharth, Abhishek Anand and Sarfaraz Petkar. So that's a good start, I would say, for Wombats. The run rate is quite good. It's already at 9.72, but 9.4. But getting those 3 wickets, I think it's going to save them a lot of runs deeper in the innings. Is Kavin Jinasena going to come back? I believe that's change of bowling. I would have fancied getting Kavin back the way he was bowling. Also, I feel that with the new ball, you have more grip and control. With the seam being quite prominent, the finger spinners have a lot of grip and good control, and also get a little bit of drift. But I think there's a new bowler coming in, and full toss right on the first ball, full toss on the pads, and that's been smoked for a boundary by Kuldeep Best towards the square leg, fine leg region. The new bowler Satyam Singh coming from the mountain end. Full toss on the pads, and Kuldeep Best quite strong on the leg side, and quite easily just pushes it towards the square leg region. This was a better delivery. Scamper for a single, and they get it. That's good running, good cricket. Boundary followed by a single. Especially when you've lost 3 wickets, it's a good tactic to keep rotating strike and get a boundary here and there when you feel the ball's not good enough and in your strong zones. That's full. Defended well by Vinod. Vinod would want to take some time the way he plays. That's full toss and struck towards the long off for a single, easy single. Has been struck well, and that goes for a 4. That's a good shot. That was into his strong zone. It's quite strong on the leg side. Anything moving down the line getting close to his pads. He's gonna attack that. This one again, pretty much a same shot and goes for 4 again. So Satyam Singh finishes off with 14 in this over, and Falcons are 61 for 3 at the end of 6 overs. They've gotten beyond 10 runs per over now. If you look at the past over, all the 3 balls that were hit were either on the pads or moving down the line, which means that you got to avoid that line. The first ball was a full toss, the last two full and moving down the line close to the pads. Those were hit quite easily. I think Joe Lewis, on the contrary, would want to fish them in on the offside. Very first ball, he goes on the pads again. So they would want to avoid that line, especially when you know that Kuldeep Bisht is quite strong on the pads. You would want to fish him on the offside instead. Joe Lewis would want to correct that in the next ball. Yeah, that's a better line, better length. Scamper for a single, close. They get there. Good game of cricket there by Falcons. Not a lot of dot balls. It's full toss. Outside off. Quick single. It's quite hard there. Running those singles is a task. Comes down the track. Kuldeep tries to hit it straight and long on. Misses it completely, but safe. Well, having that long batting lineup does give you that confidence to go for these shots, even after you're 3 down. So nothing wrong with that. And Kuldeep goes there, and that's a beamer again. No ball called by the umpire. Free hit signaled. So would not make a lot of difference for Bish there. He's anyway going for those big shots. So nothing would change in his mind. He'll still go for that with the cushion of a free hit. That's full toss, outside off. And the same result as the last free hit. Full toss, outside off, being driven towards the mid or long on region for a single. Last ball of the over for Joe Lewis. He would want to finish that well. That's straighter. Defended. And go down to the over for Joe Lewis. 5 runs off the over. Falcons are 66 for 3 at the end of 7. Satyam Singh continuing from the mountain end. A similar ball is bowled that close to his pads again, but this time a bit fuller towards the batsman. Full again, driven towards the long off for a single. Easy single there for Vinod. That's been hit and not hit good enough and taken. Good catch there. And Satyam Singh has gotten his first wicket. Kuldeep Bish departs. He wanted to go over the long off region towards the shorter boundary. It seems he wanted to go over the long on region, in fact, and his edged it. A leading edge straight into the hands of the fielder there. Had to take a few steps there, the fielder, to get to the catch. The ball seemed high. So the fourth wicket falls for Falcons. Kuldeep Best was going well. He had hit 3 boundaries in the previous over of Satyam Singh, but Satyam Singh has the last laugh, gets Kuldeep's wicket. Wombats doing really well. They would surely have wanted to have Alex Patmore today. Not sure about the batting lineup. Of course, addition of Muhammad Ali does add batting strength to the team. New batsman Sameep Dawar facing his first ball. Good ball there by Satyam Singh. The scamper for a single, that was a close one. Had that hit the stumps. Sameep Dawar off the mark of the very first ball. That's full again, full toss, and that's taken. Is the umpire calling that a no ball? Has been given out. So yeah, it did not seem a no ball. It was quite below the waist height, the angle that I could see, and it has been clearly mishit straight into the hands of the fielder. And what a ball to get a wicket. Vinod Thakur, the man who was expected to play long, play deep, departs. He would really play that ball in his mind all week long. He would really not want to get out of that ball. Wombats going really well. They've got 5 now. New batsman walks in. Last ball of the over for Satyam Singh now. And he bowls full again, moving towards the leg. A little bit of conundrum there while running, but yeah, sent back, and rightly so. Ball was right into the hands, and Satyam Singh gets a couple of wickets in that over. 2 set men gone. Kuldeep Best, and Vinod Thakur. So Wombats would really fancy their chances from now on. They would want to restrict Falcons within 100, 120. Joe Lewis back into the attack. Full toss, driven, quick single there for Sameep, or Kapil was it? Both the new batsmen would want to build an inning from here on. Cut and cut well and well enough for a four. That's good shot by Manish Kapil. He waited for the ball. He knows that there's not a lot of pace. He stood on his back foot, perfectly moving the balance towards the back foot and cutting it for a four. Good shot. The way Manish Kapil gets off the mark with a four. A little bit fuller there. Head towards the point region for a single. Cut again. Well, the sweeper seems to be a busy man now. All three balls towards the same region. Down the leg. Joe Lewis misses his line, goes down the leg, and called a wide. He'll have to bowl one extra delivery. A dot ball. Wombats would really want to get Falcons within 120 runs. Enable a comfortable chase for them. That's cut again. That's been cut strong. The sweeper picks up. That's single. And end of the over. Falcons are 78 for 5. End of 9 overs. Well, the match seems to be in balance at the moment. Good start there for Wombats, but Falcons have maintained a good run rate. They're still at 8.6 despite losing 5 wickets. So Falcons would want to continue that for a while before going into full frenzy at the end. I think Satyam Singh continuing from the mountain end. He got a couple of wickets in the second over. Scamper for a single. In the first over, he was hit for 3 fours and comes back strong in the second over, gets a couple of wickets. It was a good comeback by Satyam Singh. He found his line well and he's continuing with that line. He's not generating a lot of pace there, but he's bowling good lines. This was a good ball. Falcons scamper for a single again. They're making it a point to not miss those singles. That's good cricket. It's off the pads. No, off the bat. And that single, he had edged it. Goes into the safe region. Thirdman picks it up. Loud appeal there by the Wombats. Umpire not interested. Calls it off. Good ball. Cut again. And that's cut towards the deep covers. He'll pick it up. Just a single. So Satyam Singh not giving too many runs. 4 runs off the 4 balls that he has bowled so far. Full again, and that'll be called a wide. Last ball of the over. And I said that towards the mid-wicket, mid-on region for a single. End of the over. It's 84 for 5 Falcons. Another match going on the adjacent ground SICG 1. Tigers have finished at 236 for 9 of 35 overs. Chiba Sharks started strong, 37 for no loss at 5 overs. Well, it's quite hot out there, 35 overs. It's a big challenge in this heat. Although it's going to get cooler from now on, but it's still quite difficult in these conditions. Change of bowling, and that's been driven towards square leg, dot ball. Dot ball again, that's good bowling. That's Rob coming in from the school end. He's bowled a couple of dot balls to start with. Cut for a single by Manish Kapil. Good start there for Rob. Goes across. That's towards the square leg region for a single. Tries to go for a sweep, misses it. No harm done. A fuller one. And dot ball again. That's end of the over. Good bowling there by Rob. Just 2 runs off the over. Well, leggies are always an asset for the team, especially when the opposition is down with 5 wickets and leg is popping up those balls, enticing the batsman. Well, it's a complete cognitive dissonance for the batsman as well. Whether to go for the shot, looking at those lofted ones, and then looking at the scoreboard, they would want to just tap it for a single. And the result, a lot of dot balls. I think that's Muhammad Ali coming in from the mountain end. First ball, dot ball. Fuller one, driven towards mid wicket. Dot ball again. Well, it's been a series of dot balls now for Falcons. Another dot ball here. The net run, the current run rate has fallen below 8 now. Let's pull it, and there'll be a chase. Good fielding there, and he stopped a couple of runs. That's great fielding. Each of these runs are gonna matter. It's Fuller. That's it straight and straight to the fielder on long off, and another wicket goes. That Samip Davar departs for 8 runs of 12 balls. And that's great bowling. He bowled it quite outside off. Samip Davar did not get quite close to the ball and ends up handing a catch to the long off fielder. That's that's a shorter boundary, and that's where a couple of catches have been produced. So Falcons are 6 down now, and they've just got 4 runs in the past 11 balls. So that's a sign of worry now. Losing wickets while also not scoring runs. Falcons would really want to make up for that. Mohammad Ali starting off well, getting a wicket of the very first over. Just 2 runs so far in this over. 5 deliveries gone. Last ball of the over. Full. That was close. That was close. Batsman misses it completely. Stumps missed. Keeper misses it as well, and that's one run. That's end of the over. And Falcons are 89 for 6, end of 12 overs. Rob continuing from the school end. He did well in that last over, just 3 runs. A little down the leg. No damage done. Dot ball again. Just a couple of runs in his last over, Rob. He's bowling well. He's got another dot ball there. He's bowled 6 dot balls so far out of the 8 that he has bowled. That's great bowling. It's full toss down the leg. No fine leg there, and that would travel for 4. He was bowling really well. Would be disappointed with that delivery of his. Even the first 2 deliveries, I believe, were quite down the leg, too full. Although the result was quite different, he got dot balls for those. He would want to correct that. He would want to get a little bit away from the batsman, try to move the ball from the middle stump and not bowl too full. Oh, that's full again, but that's safe. Milinda Sanjaya. Taps that for a dot ball. Well, Rob's got another 4 dot balls in this over now, except for that one down the leg. Another dot ball, and he finishes off the over well. Just 4 runs off that. The one delivery that he bowled. Full toss onto the pads. That's great bowling by Rob. Just 6 runs off the 2 overs that he has bowled. And Falcons are 93 for 6, end of 13 overs. Ali comes back into the attack. First ball driven towards the cover region for a single. Good ball. Giving good flight there. Enticing the batsman to get into the lofted ones. Outside off. Same one that he had bowled to Samip Dawar in the previous over when he tried to go over long off, but this time Kapil just gets it towards the third man region for a single, not making the same mistake that his partner did. That's a good ball by Muhammad Ali again. Just a single of that. getting good rev on the ball, I believe. Driven. For a single. Four runs of the over so far. Last delivery for Ali. Swept. And the keeper misses it too. Was a difficult one. And that would be the end of this over. So Falcons are 98 for 6 at the end of 14 overs. Muhammad Ali and Rob have really put some brakes on the Falcons' runs there. Last 4 overs. The Falcons have just scored 14 runs. Rob continues from the school end, and that's another 4. Maybe he would want to get a fine like that if he's trying to bowl those balls. Oh, he does have a fine leg. He would want to get it finer. Instead, he would want to bowl it at lines where the batsman would want to go. And this is a better line, much better line. And it did spin. Good ball there by Rob. This one. Again, good ball. Yep, that's where he would want to bowl. Goes back to the same line, same result. 4 again. Rob would be disappointed with those. Manish Kapil making the most of the balls that he finds in that region. Easily hitting them for fours down the fine leg region. He's got a couple of fours now. Yeah, eyeing for that region again. Called a wide. 9 runs off the over so far. 2 deliveries to go. Good ball there. And it will go for a single towards the square leg. Falcons would be eyeing a good 150 at this stage. 140, 150 at this stage. Last ball of the over. Good ball. Good end to the over. 10 runs of this one. And Falcons are 108 for 6. End of 15 overs. Ali comes back into the attack. Or he continues, I must say. And The very first ball, dot ball again. He continues what he's been doing so far. It's a good ball. He's getting some real good rev on the ball. Batsmen are finding it difficult to even get singles against him. Manish Kapil has been playing there for a while now. He's been playing a sensible inning. Cuts that. Gets a comfortable single to get Milinda Sanjay on strike. Again, quite far outside off. Well, Ali has been trying to do that. He's been trying to get the batsman in that region, and I think that has been fielded quite well. The, not sure who the fielder was, but that's some real good piece of fielding. I believe he stopped and saved 5 runs for his team. That's full down the leg, driven. That's some confusion there. And Falcons get a double. Dabs it for an easy single. Does Manish Kapil. End of the over by Ali. 3 overs, 13 for 1. And Falcons are 113 for 6 at the end of 16 overs. Will Rob come back for his fourth over? Do we see some other bowler coming from the school end? Well, Kevin comes back after his 2 overs at the start of the innings and bowls a full toss. Was that a catch? That's 4 runs. That was a catch indeed. Kapil starts that over with a boundary for him and his team. 23 more balls to go. Falcons would be eyeing at least a 140 at this stage. Driven for a single towards fine leg. Well, Kevin would want to get towards the off stump now. The fine leg region is the shortest boundary, and you would not want to give those freebies to the right hand batsman, especially when you're an off spinner. It becomes very easy for the batsman to just hook the ball in that region or sweep it in that region. Um, you want to get the ball a bit away from the batsman like this one, and that's a good ball. Dot ball. That's where Kevin would want to bowl. leading edge, single. That's Manish Kapil on strike again. 6 runs off the over so far. 2 deliveries to go. That's tight. Appeal and turned down. So that was a real quick single for the Falcons. Good running there. That's Fuller. That's a dot ball. Good finish to the over for Coven. And Falcons are 120 for 6 at the end of 17 overs. I think the last 3 overs they would want to put their foot on the pedal and really boost their run rate. Would want to go beyond 140 and 150 would be even better for them. Wombats, on the other hand, would want to restrict them around 135 or so. At one stage, it looked like Wombats would quite comfortably restrict Falcons within 120. Ali continuing from the mountain end. First ball, driven towards covers. Single. Gets Milinda Sanjay on strike. Milinda Sanjay would surely want to fancy his chances against Ali bowling off spin. He would want to target that long on mid-wicket region. He goes on the other side and gets 4 runs. I believe the protection on the offside, it's just the sweepers and long off on the boundary. And Milinda Sanjay pushes it into the gap for 4 runs. Milinda Sanjay can hit hard, and he does. Goes straight this time for a single. 6 runs off Ali's over so far in 3 deliveries. That's a dot ball. The bowler seemed animated for a bit. I think it was a close one. Ball passed close to the stumps, and he's hit that towards the deep mid wicket fielder for a single. I think this time he's hit that quite clear, and ball did go like a tracer bullet there, and 4 runs for Milinda Sanjay and Falcons. He waited for the ball, let it come deep into it, and pushed it towards the deep square leg region where there was no protection. The deep mid wicket fielder had no chance. End of 18 overs, Falcons 131 for 6. Kapil and Sanjay are putting up a good partnership, 7th wicket partnership here. So that's the thing with having a longer tail in your batting lineup. No matter how many wickets fall, 150 is always a cruise ride for you. Is it that again into the fine leg region for 4 runs? Well, that's one of the regions where Manish Kapil has scored a lot of runs, the fine leg region. Whether it was Rob coming from that end and giving some balls on his pads, he's not left them alone. He's just went for the shorter boundary, scoring runs. He's took that as an opportunity every time. So Manish Kapil playing really well. He's at 34, I believe, the highest scorer for his team at the moment. Another one close to his pads, this time towards the square leg region for a single. Well, he seems tired, or maybe preserving energy for the second inning. Missed it completely there, did Sanjaya, and that's been given out by the leg umpire. So Mirinda Sanjay departs for 18 of his 19 balls. I believe the next batsman to come in would be Abhishek Telang. Even he could hit really hard. It is a good pinch hitter. I believe that Abhishek Telang would be the new batsman coming in. Kapil, on the other hand, 39 of 34. Tokyo Wombats have done a great job getting those early wickets. But in the past few overs, of course, batsmen would want to score runs deeper into the innings, but there have been a few balls down the leg, something that the bowlers could have controlled. But yeah, kudos to Falcons as well. They made the most of those balls going down the leg onto the pads, full tosses. Yeah, it's Mishra. I believe it's Dev Mishra taking guard. And Mishra goes for it. The very first ball, as expected, gets a single, gets Manish Kapil on strike. Two more balls to go in this over. Again, the same region, this time not able to make the most of it. Just gets a single there. Does Manish Kapil. Dead ball called by the umpire. I believe the bails fell off. Last ball of the over for Coven and his spell of 4 overs. I said that was the square leg fielder for, and they're scampering for a double and they get it. So Coven finishes off for 36 of his 4 overs with 2 wickets. And Falcons are at 138 for 7, end of 19 overs. I believe 140 for 7, end of 19 overs. That's a full toss to begin with for Robbie McKenna, and it's a thick edge of it. There's Manish Kapil. Comes across, drives it towards the mid-wicket region for a couple of runs again. Well, it's been a long inning for Manish Kapil. He's played 36 deliveries, running doubles in the last over. It's quite a task. Goes to gallop that towards the cover region. Misses it completely. Comes across again. This time sweeps it straight to the mid wicket fielder, and that's out. So Manish Kapil departs. What is that? Dave Mishra, I believe. That's a good catch. That was Dave Mishra, was caught out. New batsman coming to the crease, Samantha Sugatadasa. And he's hit that straight too long on, couldn't get there. And that's a single, getting Manish Kapil on strike, who's playing at 43 now. Two balls to go, Manish Kapil on 43. Will he get his 50? He's hit that straight, running hard. He would want to come back for a double, and he does. A miss there by the bowler. That's the end of 20 overs. And Falcons, in spite of losing some early wickets, have finished with a 146 for 8, end of 20 overs. Manish Kapil playing a brilliant inning of 45 runs off those 38 balls that he has played and remained not out. So starting off, Falcons losing some early wickets. Kevin, Robert and Joe getting the first 3 wickets quite early in the inning. Satyam Singh coming in, getting a couple of wickets in the same over. Mohammad Ali and Mohammad Ali, good spell of bowling there by Mohammad Ali and Rob on the other end. Rob going for just 16 runs off his 3 overs. Mohammad Ali 24 off his 4. Robert, Kevin, and Satyam getting 2 wickets each, while Joe and Ali getting one each. So Wombats will be back in a few minutes to chase down the total of 146. They would surely miss Alex Patmore in their side today as they chase a target of 147. We'll be back in a while after a short innings break. Stay tuned and I'll be back soon. Thank you. Hello and welcome back everyone to this JCL T20 game, the Group A Falcons versus Wombats. Falcons have posted a total of 146, Wombats chasing 147. Dev Mishra with the ball there. Robbie Macken on strike. Ali on the non-striker's end. Full towards off, driven. Good fielding there on the covers. Good ball to start with for Dev. That shot outside off, beaten. Wombats chasing a 147. They would want to make some use of the power play. A slip in place. That's driven well towards the cover point. And that's gone. Wombats have lost their first wicket in the form of a run out. Robbie McKenna departs. That's good fielding in the cover point. And Falcons have their first wicket. That wasn't a run, especially when the ball travels so quick to the fielders in the field. So Wombats lose their first wicket. New batsman coming in. Dave going in for his third ball. Good ball there. Some angle, not a lot of movement. Another one driven. Driven well, goes past the infielder for 4 runs. That's good shot. Kato, the new batsman there, has driven it well for 4 runs with the covers. That's a bit short, bit too wide. It will be called a wide. It's wide again. That's 2 extra deliveries, especially when it's so hot. Those 2 extra deliveries do add up. Dev Mishra out of bowlers. Last delivery. That's been cut. Cut well, but straight into the hands. That's a dot ball. And that's the end of first overs. 6 for 1 Wombats. Still 141 to go of the 19 overs. That's a loud appeal, but I believe that was travelling down the leg. The bowler seems but animated. I think it's Milinda Sanjaya. It's got a short run up, but quick arms. The ball travels quite quick. It's a good one. That'll be called a wide. Fuller, I'm beaten. Milinda is quick. They've got a good bowling lineup as well as Falcons. It's Fuller, driven well, and that's good fielding. I think he has stopped it. That's good fielding. Two runs there for Ali and Wombats. That's full onto the pads. I believe that was traveling down the line. Denied by the umpire. Rightly so. Shorter one. Cut well towards third man for a single. It was the last delivery of the over. Just 4 runs off it. And Wombats are 10 for 1 and of 2 overs. Dev Mishra continuing from the mountain end. Driven towards cover for a single. Of the last 4 deliveries. The cover picks up. Slight misfield, but no damage there. Ali picks up a single. And that's the end of Third over, Wombats 13 for 1 at the end of 3. Melinda, oh, I believe that's Melinda continuing from the school end. It's been driven for a couple of runs. Well, you really got to get close to the ball when you're playing Melinda because he's real quick and he's cut that well for a single towards third man. That's on onto the pads. Appeal from the bowler, but denied. That's a better length. Driven towards the cover point for dot ball. That's driven well. Good chase for Sarfaraz there. It's a close one. He's done well to stop the ball. He saved a couple of runs for his team. That's good fielding. And of 4 overs, Wombats 18 for 1. Abhishek Anand coming into the attack from the mountain end now. He's got some raw pace, got good control over the ball. Might want to set the batsman up. Would be a good contest. Abhishek Anand bowling to Ali. Who goes to drive that one and misses it straight to the keeper. That's a dot ball to start with for Anand. Good start. Comes in to bowl the second ball, pretty much the same line. Ali misses it again. That's Fuller, that's towards the mid stump. That's driven well, and with the pace that Abhishek Anand generates, if you middle it, it will go like a tracer bullet towards the boundary ropes, and so does it. Driven well by Mohammad Ali there towards the cover point region. Good shot. He goes back to his previous length, beats Ali again. So the three dot balls that he has bowled have pretty much been at the same lengths. Inviting for a drive, but you really got to move your feet if you got to go drive those balls. Will he go fuller? Oh no, he sticks to that length. And Ali drives it. Drives it really well for another four. That's good shot by Ali. Just opening the face of the bat. And Abhishek Anand's pace doing the rest. Good timing there. Abhishek. Oh, let's in the back into the attack from the school end. Very first ball was a close miss. Kato looking to drive that towards the cover point region. Misses it completely. Straight to the keeper. That's full again. Ali looked interested for a single. Sent back by Kato. Beaten again. You really got to play it straighter when it's that close to the stumps. Opening the face of the bat would get you prone to edging it. And not to mention, there's a slip in place just for that. This time fuller and driven well by Kato for a couple of runs. That's a shorter one, quick and short. Kato looked interested for a moment, but didn't do much to that delivery. Went towards mid-on for a single. That's the end of over for Mirinda. It's bowled quite well, just 7 runs off his 2. Wombats 29 for 1 of 6 overs. Abhishek Anand continuing from the mountain end. Kato and Ali looking good after losing the very first wicket in the form of a run out. Abhishek Anand bowled really good deliveries in the last over, but bowled a couple of fuller ones which were driven by Mohammad Ali towards the cover point boundary. One of them was a really classic stroke where he opened the face of the bat just to direct it towards the point region, cover point region. Well, this one was a good one. Abhishek Anand making Kato cramp for some room, getting really close to his body. This was a fuller one, driven towards mid-off for a single. That's been called a no ball. I believe that's an yep. Abhishek Anand has overstepped this one, and that's a free hit for the Wombats. Ali would fancy the next ball, the free hit. Is Abhishek Anand going to go for a slow one? No, he goes for a shorter one. Ali pulls it towards mid wicket, long on. Dev Mishra throws it back. Ali quickly gets back. A double. That's a good one. Dot ball for Abhishek Anand. 4 runs off the over so far. One delivery to go. Miscutted. Third man would pick that up. That's a single off the last ball, and Wombats are 34 for 1, end of 7 overs. In the points table, it's Kawasaki Knight Riders on the top in the Group A. Well, they've lost one of the two games that they have played, but the one that they have won, they've won two out of the three games that they have played. The one that they have won, they've got a super strong net run rate of 5.74. Number two on the table, it's Serenites with two wins out of two, followed by Tokyo Falcons, who are playing the second match today. They've won their first match against Max. So, if Falcons win this match comprehensively, they would go to one, and it all comes down to net run rate then, because Kawasaki Serenites are already at 8 points, and Tokyo Falcons, after winning this match, go to 8 points, and that's well bowled. I believe that's Kuldeep Bisht coming from the school end. Back to the table, Wombats would want to win this match, secure 4 points for themselves. It's turning out to be an interesting group, the Group A, and so is Group B. Poised to be a good tournament, and that's been cut well. Will it travel for 4? Oh, that's close, and he has just stopped it within the ropes. That's good fielding there. Saved a couple of runs. He's creating that angle, Kuldeep, while releasing the ball. This time again, some good footwork by the fielders in the deep there, saving a couple of runs every time the ball's traveling there. This one a lot straighter. Touched towards third man. Third ball. This one a lot fuller. Driven towards mid-off. Would easily get a single. End of the over for Kuldeep Bisht. And Wombats are 39 for 1, end of 8 overs. That's Dev Mishra coming from the mountain end. He's creating that angle. Hit well. Get a single there. Ali. Hit that towards mid wicket. He'll scamper for a single. Skato. He's hit that. Has he hit that well enough? Seems so. And yes, that's a six over the covers. That's a brilliant shot. He waited for that, let the ball come close to him, and he's hit that really well as Ali. That's a good shot. He knew that was the shorter boundary, backed himself, and went straight over the covers. Just gone again. This time Filda underneath it and he's dropped it. That would be a relief for Ali, and Dave Mishra would be disappointed with his fielder on the long on boundary. That was a catch straight into his hands and has popped right out of it. That's Fuller driven again, and that's a six. Well, Ali has really put his foot on the pedal and is going against every ball of Dave Mishra. That's a real good shot by Ali. He played it on the full. The ball come in, jabbed it. "16 runs off the over so far, one delivery to go." He's gone for it again, and that's a six. That's some great batting by Ali. He's got three sixes in this over, all of them in the cover region, deep covers. That's real good stroke play. It's getting Wombats into a strong position now. 86 required from 66 balls. The required run rate coming down to 7.82. Falcons. I think Kuldeep is back into the attack from the school end. Wombats have 9 wickets in hand. Kuldeep with his first delivery comes with the same angle, moving away from the bowler. Not a lot of spin on the ball there. That's a better length. Going for a single. comfortably. That's been swept and swept well. That's 4 runs in the fine leg region. That's the very region that Manish Kapil had exploited in the last few overs. And Mohammad Ali doing the same with the off spinners. They shot a boundary, no protection in the deep, and Ali gets another boundary. Ali's, Ali is cruising towards his 50. He's 47 off 35 now. He's batted really well in the past couple of overs. He's really put the foot on the pedal. He played well, and that would be a dot ball. Good cricket there by Ali. Not going after every ball. He's got 4 fours and 2 sixes. It's a sensible inning with a lot of singles and doubles. He's edged that, and that's a single. That's Ali off the mark towards Khato on strike now. Khato supported well, 13 off 20. That's towards mid on. Single comfortably. End of over by Kuldeep. That's 66 for 1 Wombats. Going well so far. They've lost just 1 wicket, 9 wickets in hand. Ali going real good. He's going after the balls that he finds in his zone. He's been batting brilliantly today. Khato lending a good hand of support from the other end. It would be interesting to see who comes to bowl from the mountain end now. Will it be Abhishek Anand continuing, or would it be Dev Mishra, or would it be someone new altogether? With Ali just upping the ante in the past couple of overs, would we see a change? Yes, we do. So it's Sarfaraz Petkar has come in to bowl from the mountain end. I think it's a fuller one. Khato goes for it, pushes it towards mid on, long on, for a single. Gets Ali on strike. Ali is on 48. 63 runs of 59 balls. The partnership between Khato and Ali. That's brilliant after losing the first wicket on 0 runs. And he's hit that well enough for 6 runs. That's another 6 in the same region. He got close to the pitch of the ball and he's hit that brilliantly, just like he hit the previous sixes. He's held his position, the balance. It's an amazing shot, just goes. And Ali picks a couple of runs. Yeah, doubles are quite difficult in this scorching heat. It's quite evident. Ali and Khato getting onto their haunches. Well played, Ali. He just defended the ball. That did not seem to be scoring. One could have tapped it for a single, but I understand it's. Oh, was that a wrong in? Ali left that alone. Well, that was some variation by Sarfaraz. Oh, again, is he bowling leg spin? That's interesting. End of over by Sarfaraz. And Wombats are 75 for 1 at the end of 11. Change of bowling there. Adiraj comes in from the school end. It's outside off, called a wide. Wombats needing 72 runs of 54 balls now with 9 wickets in hand. That's a fuller one. Kato goes for it. Just inside, that's great effort. I believe that's Abhishek Anand. Great effort there. He hits it well. No protection. Oh, yes, there is. Sweeper picks it up. And that would be a double, I believe. Oh, he's hit that well. That goes for a boundary. That's good shot. That's good batting by Ali. Ali at 58 now. 62 now of 44 balls. That's great batting by Ali. Will we see another century in this tournament? We've got a couple of centuries already. Ali going good so far. It's full and wide outside off. So 63 required of 51 balls. Wombats seem to be in a comfortable position now. They just need to play basic cricket to get through. He's hit that well. I think they would scamper for a couple of runs. Safras being put into pressure. They comfortably get a double. Wombats playing really well now. Both the batsmen on chess clearly goes to show how difficult the conditions are right now. It's quite sunny, super hot. Don't see any wind blowing. No respite for the batsman. Was wide again. Twelfth over going on for Wombats. That's a full toss. He's missed it completely. Would that travel for a four? Yes, it does. And that's a four. That's off the bat. I believe that there was an inside edge. And it travels to the no man's land, goes straight to the boundary. That's 4 runs. Doesn't matter how the runs come. It all gets added up to the score. So Wombats would be happy with that. Last ball of the over. And goes in the same direction. Would that travel for another boundary? We'll have to see. Oh, that's given. That's been given off the bat again. So yeah, it's been a couple of boundaries in the last two balls. That would really hurt Falcons. Looking at the bowling, I think they've got 8 overs. Milinda has got a couple of overs. So has Abhishek Anand and Kuldeep Bisht. It'll be interesting to see who comes to bowl the next over. Would they continue with Sarfaraz? Looks like a short team meeting before they decide who's going to come and bowl the next over from the mountain end. Couple of runs of that first delivery of Best. Kato has hit that well. It's straight to the fielder. I think it's Sarfaraz bowling. The fielder was Best. Kuldeep Best taking the catch. Was straight into his hands and Kato departs. He played really well with Ali there. It was a great partnership for Wombats, and finally Falcons have been able to break that partnership. Would be the new batsman coming in. It's been cut. Just a single. And they would run off the overthrows. Tanzim Khedekar is the new batsman. That's down the leg. Would be called a wide. Match is at an interesting point now. 49 runs required of 44 balls. 48 runs required of 44 balls for Wombats now. He's pulled it. I think they'll run for a double. Yes, they do. That's good cricket by Wombats. That's short. That's hooked. And hooked for a 4. That's good batting by Khedekar. 44 required now of 43 balls. Would the captain get back Milinda or Abhishek Anand from one of the ends? Because Wombats are slowly cruising towards the target score. It's best coming from the school end. It's been cut. It's close one. They will surely come back for 2. That's 2 runs off the very first delivery. This time he's cut that much better for 4 runs. Kato. Kato's 23 of 26 now. He's playing really well. Got this video where Wombats cruise really close to the victory and then play the basic game. They've got 6 of the first 2 deliveries now. Too much room in that last delivery, I believe. With just one fielder, the third man out, no sweepers. I think giving too much room is an opportunity for the batsman. Long off, in back. That's been driven for a single towards long on. While creating some room for himself there. He's pushed it towards the square leg fielder for a single. Well, singles would do a lot. The required run rate is around 6, which means singles would be bread and butter for Wombats. Driven for another single. Wombats, they're trying to do nothing fancy, they're just playing some basic cricket and they are doing it really well, slowly cruising towards victory. Falcons, on the other hand, would really be banking on those 4 overs, couple of Milinda Sanjay and another couple of overs from Abhishek Anand. Another ball down the leg, wide. He's created that room and I think he has hit that really well for 6 runs. Khedekar, the moment he has taken his card, he's just looking for those balls, creating room, moving in the crease and playing some really unique shots there. Good shot there by Khedekar. Wombats now need just 26 runs from 36 balls. It would be a great victory for Wombats. I think it's Milinda coming into the attack from the mountain end. And that's change of end for Milinda. The previous spell of 2 overs that he bowled were from the school end. Would that make a lot of difference? I don't think so, but let's see. Let's down the leg. Had he touched it, he would have surely gotten a 4. Glanced it through a super fine leg. That's one free run for Wombats. Just 25 more required. Around the same line, Melinda is trying to cramp Kato for space. Trying to get that ball in towards him. That angle of release. That's short. That's pulled. No man's land. Do they run for a double? No. That's just a single. That would do. That's Fuller. Down the leg. Another wide. Well, I'm not really a fan of changing ends for a bowler unless really required. I would have rather continued Abhishek Anand from this end as he was bowling from this end and get Milinda from his original end down on the pads this time. And a single. Milinda has bowled a couple of wides. That means he'll have to bowl a couple of extra deliveries as well. With such conditions, these things factor in. That's a good shot, driven towards covers for a single. Wombats slowly cruising towards victory. Just 21 more runs required of 32 balls. Yep, they're avoiding any kind of dot balls, Wombats. We've already got 5 runs off the over so far. That's the end of the over for Milinda. Milinda has just one remaining over. He's considered 14 runs in his 3 overs. It would be interesting to see if the captain gets in Abhishek Anand from the other end. Abhishek Anand has just got 2 overs. I think it's Manish Kapil walking into bowl. He's a handy medium seamer. With 7 runs off the last over. The required run rate has dropped to 3.8, just under 4 and over. If Wombats continue the way they are, they would surely get to victory. Falcons, on the other hand, would really have to cut those singles and doubles because that's what's getting Wombats closer to their target score. Manish Kapil strides into his first delivery, takes the pace off completely, driven by Kato for a single. Yeah, they had to rush, but single nonetheless. Kedekar cuts that towards the deep cover point for a single again. So Falcons really need to cut those singles, get some dot balls here and there, because it's turning out to be quite easy for Wombats now. Wombats, on the other hand, need to continue what they're doing, and that's a cut that's just adding salt to the wound, edged, and that goes for a 4. Well, that's the last thing that you would want as a bowler. It wasn't a bad ball. Yeah. The third man a bit too wide. Of course, you're not expecting those balls. You cannot set field for those shots. But 4 runs for Wombats. They would rejoice that. So just 13 more runs required of 27 deliveries now for Wombats. That swung back in a bit. Has hit that hard. Drops just short of Kuldeep Bisht. And Wombats take a single. That's wide. No. Turned down. Kato was looking for a single there, but Kedekar turns that down. Yeah, those wides are gonna hurt. On the extras front, 16 extras by Falcons. Towards third man, dot ball, good ball there. Manish Kapil, I think the previous ball that went for a 4 was pretty much the same. But the batsman got lucky with that edge. Manish Kapil conceding 4 runs. That's Fuller, driven. An easy single for Wombats. Wombats need just 10 runs of 4 overs. The required run rate is under 3. So it's a comfortable position that Wombats are in right now. Who's coming in to bowl next? Would Falcons still want to keep Anand off the attack? I believe it's Milinda continuing from the mountain end. I believe they're trying to get the infield covered, just getting some fielders from the outside. Khedekar doing a really good work there. The moment he stepped in, he really filled the shoes of Muhammad Ali, who was really going frenzy over the Falcons bowlers. He did not take a lot of time settling in there. He started right away, which allowed Kato to play his original game. And think it has been a great teamwork in these two partnerships by Wombats. The first partnership between Muhammad Ali and Khato, and then this one between Khato and Khedekar. They've played really sensible cricket. It's good to watch such cricket. It's not always about sixes and fours, it's also about playing in a tandem with your partner with those singles and doubles, getting close to victory against a mighty team like Falcons. That single by Khedekar. Just 9 runs required. The target runs required now down to single digit. That's one victory. If Wombats get to it, they would be really proud of that one. That's Fuller outside off, called a wide. Well, that's one area where Falcons have leaked quite a lot of runs. It's 17 extras, 12 wides of it, and those 17 runs do cost a lot in a T20 game. Driven easily for a single by Khato. That's Fuller. Almost a Yorker length. And Khedekar misses it. They've got a lot of balls to breathe though. 22, 21 more balls. Easily punches it for a single towards the cover region. That's Fuller again. Driven for a single. Edged. That will go for a single. Good stop there. End of the over. And just 4 runs required now of 18 balls. Is it too late to get Anand into the attack now? That just 4 runs are required. Yes, it's Abhishek Anand coming in from the school end. Well, that's change of end for Abhishek Anand as well. I think the first spell that he bowled, he came from the mountain end. I'm not sure if he volunteered for that, but yeah, this is the right time. This is too late, I believe, but cricket is a game where you can see changes happening at any moment, but it's a couple of runs off the first delivery. It was an overthrow, and quite comfortably 2 runs for Wombats. Just 2 runs required for Wombats now. Wombats should be really proud of this victory, especially after a huge margin defeat by Kawasaki Knight Riders. in their first match, then coming back again with Alex Patmo not in the team, coming and chasing down 150 odd runs in this scorching heat against one of the top contenders of this tournament. They should be really proud of this victory. Just a couple more runs required. Seems like end of the game as a contest. And he's got that. Would they come back for a double, or they just take a comfortable single? Khato has played a brilliant inning. All the three batsmen have Mohammad Ali, Khato and Khedekar. They've been exceptional. They've played good cricket. And he goes for it. He's hit that well. Has he hit that well enough to seal the victory with a boundary? No, he hasn't, but that's victory nevertheless. Great batting by Khato. Great team effort by Wombats. That has been an exceptional victory. Great batting. Starting off with Mohammad Ali, unfortunate wicket of Robert McKenna there, getting run out in the very first over. Mohammad Ali, stellar inning with 68 runs of 48 balls. Khato being a good support while batting with Mohammad Ali, then stepping up with Tanzim Khedekar. Tanzim Khedekar getting in right into the middle of the game where it was really important for him to play well. He filled in the shoes of Mohammad Ali quite well. The moment Mohammad Ali departed, he started with a frenzy of fours and sixes. The moment he stepped in, Khato played really well in that partnership as well and remained not out. That's great batting by Wombats. That's exceptional batting. They've chased on 147 in just 17.4 overs. On the bowling front, Milinda Sanjay, 4 overs, 20 runs. I think he was really good. Samantha Sugata Dasa just bowling 1 over, 5 runs. Abhishek Anand going a bit underutilized, I must say. 2 overs, 4 balls for 17 runs. Sarfaraz gets a wicket and 1 run out. That's all from the bowling front. A lot of extras. I think that was one thing that would hurt Falcons, and that something that they would want to improve going forward in the tournament. In the first inning, Manish Kapil playing a really good knock, 45 runs off 38 balls. Kuldeep Best, a quick cameo of 20 runs. Great bowling by Satyam Singh for his 2 wickets of 23 runs. And so was Mohammad Ali with the ball as well. So Tokyo Wombats win by 8 wickets. That's a really good victory against Tokyo Falcons. Tokyo Wombats on the points table get to number 5 from their number 7. And that's all from our side, and thank you everyone for watching from YouTube, everyone from the subcontinent joining in from FanCode. I hope you stay connected for the upcoming matches next week. Thank you.